To start this question, we'll have to start with a timeline. And then the question tells us that starting at time 5, you start receiving a perpetuity. The perpetuity starts at $1, and then it rises to 2 after 2 payments, and then it rises to 3, and then this increase keeps on going. So here in between, from time 1 to time 4, there are no payments. So how are we going to find an expression for the present value of this payment? So one way to deal with this question is to break up the perpetuity. So payments of 1, 2, and 3, you can actually view this as a regular perpetuity plus another perpetuity, but this one starts at time 7, plus another one that starts at time 9, and so on. So there's another one that starts at time 11. So you see that it builds up, and then every one of these individual perpetuities, this is just the original perpetuity that pays $1 per year, and we know that, say for example, if we're standing at time 8, the present value of this perpetuity that starts at time 9, the present value is just 1 over I. So we can actually just break up this payment into a series of perpetuities. So using this idea, we know that the present value. So let's start with finding the present value at time 4 first. So let's find the expression at time 4, and then we'll discount it back to time 0. So say we're standing at time 4, the present value of this perpetuity, the one that starts at time 5, that's just 1 over I, and the one that starts at time 7, that's just 1 over I times v squared, right? So you can stand at time 6, so the present value is 1 over I, and then you bring it back to time 4, you just multiply by v squared. And then you do the same thing for this payment stream over here. So you stand here, and then the present value is 1 over I, and then you bring it back to time 4. That's just moving 4 spaces, v to the power 4. And then this keeps on going. So in the end you get 1 over I times an infinite series. So I've run out of space, so let's open a new page. So taking up where we left off, 1 over I. So we have an infinite series. This infinite series is equal to 1 minus 1 over v squared. So we start with the first term, and then 1 minus the common ratio. The common ratio is v squared. So each term is, you get the each term by multiplying the last one by v squared. So this is the present value at time 4. So the present value at time 0 is multiplied by v to the power 4. And so there you have it. This is the present value.